Hey, have you ever felt totally overwhelmed? Stuck? Maybe just, unmotivated? Well, you're in the right place. We are going to break down 10 super simple, but honestly powerful rules to clear out all that clutter in your life. And I'm not just talking about the stuff in your house, but the junk in your mind and on your calendar too.
And that feeling right there on the screen is exactly where this whole idea starts. It's that heavy feeling, that sense of being weighed down that I think a lot of us know all too well. But here's the thing. What if the answer isn't some crazy, extreme 30-day challenge? What if it's just a handful of small, easy-to-follow rules?
So this is the big one. This is the question we really need to ask ourselves. We all think we own our stuff, right? But what if it's the other way around? When you think about all the time, the money, the sheer mental energy we spend on our possessions, yeah, they might just end up owning us.
Before we jump into the rules, let's just be clear about what we're up against. See, every single thing in our homes takes up physical space, obviously, but it also takes up mental space. And all that clutter, it's a huge, hidden source of stress, and it's stopping us from having that calm, focused life we're all after.
Okay, let's get into it. We're starting with the physical stuff, the things you can actually see and touch. These first rules are all about tackling that physical clutter and taking back our personal space.
Okay, rule number 1 is the house on fire rule. And it comes from this really powerful thought experiment. The guy who came up with this had this crazy moment when an airline lost his luggage, and he realized he didn't even care if he got his clothes back. So think about it for a second. If your house burned down and all your non-essential stuff was gone, would you be devastated? Or be honest, would you be a little bit relieved?
And that right there, that's the core of it all. The stuff we own ends up owning us. It's so simple, but so true. The more things you can let go of, the more mental space, the more calm you get back. It's really about disconnecting your happiness from your things.
All right, next up is the 20/20 rule, and this one is just so practical. You know that junk drawer you have? The one with all the just-in-case stuff? Random cables, old kitchen tools, whatever? This rule is basically your official permission slip to just get rid of it. The idea is, if you can replace an item for less than 20 bucks in under 20 minutes, you really don't need to keep it.
Now, if you're someone who really struggles with letting things go, like the finality of it is just too much, then the box rule is going to be a total game changer for you. It's this super low-stress trick to figure out if you actually need something without having to make a permanent decision right away.
Here's how it works. It's super easy. First, you take all those maybe items, the stuff you're on the fence about, and you put them in a box. Step 2, store that box somewhere out of sight. Garage, closet, whatever. Then, set a reminder on your phone for 6 months from now. And when that reminder goes off, if you haven't even thought about opening that box, you've got your answer. You don't need any of it. Just donate the whole thing. You don't even have to open. This next one is brilliant for stopping clutter before it even starts. The everything has a home rule. It's simple. If an item doesn't have a specific place to live in your house, it probably doesn't belong there at all. Think about it. When your keys have a hook and your mail has a tray, you stop losing stuff and your counters stay clean. If you've got something that's just always floating around, that's a huge red flag.
Okay, so we've talked about our physical space, but getting clear is one thing, staying clear is another. And to really bring that sense of calm into our whole lives, we have to look at what we do. So this next set of rules is all about our daily habits and how we can build consistency and finally take action.
The first rule for building good habits really boils down to this one number, 2. This is the heart of what's called the 2-day rule.
And the rule itself is so simple. Whatever new habit you're trying to build, just don't miss it 2 days in a row. Look, life happens. It's totally okay to miss a day at the gym or to not read before bed one night. The key is you just have to get back on track the very next day. That's what stops one little slip-up from becoming a total I quit moment. Okay, this one could actually change your life. I'm serious. The 2-minute rule. It's designed for all those tiny little tasks we always put off, right? Washing that one dish, putting away that one shirt, taking out the trash. The rule is this. If a task takes 2 minutes or less to do, just do it, right now. It's incredible how this one little thing stops tiny chores from snowballing into a giant, overwhelming mess.
Next up, the nightly reset. This is all about setting up your next day for success. Just spend a few minutes every evening tidying up. Lay out your clothes for tomorrow, get the dishwasher loaded, prep the coffee maker. You're basically giving a gift to your future self so you can wake up to a calm, organized space instead of chaos.
So we've tackled our space. We've started building better habits. But honestly, none of that is going to stick for the long haul without the right mindset. So for this final section, we're going internal. We're talking about the rules for your mind, the ones that really sharpen your focus and define your priorities.
This one is a big one, the investing rule. And it's a huge shift in how you see the world. It's about making a conscious choice. Instead of spending your money and time on more things that just turn into clutter, you prioritize investing in experiences, things that create memories and help you grow, like taking a trip or learning something new.
And the difference is just huge. When you buy stuff, that initial happiness is so fleeting. It just fades. But when you invest in an experience, that becomes a part of you. It literally changes who you are, creates memories that last forever, and expands your whole world.
Which leads us right into this next question, a really important one. It's the other people rule. And it's a powerful filter to run your decisions through. So before you buy that new phone or that fancy jacket, you just have to stop and ask yourself, am I buying this for me or for other people? Am I doing this because I need it or because I want to impress someone?
Honestly, once you adopt this mindset, it's so freeing. The author tells this great story about how he spilled water on his laptop and just didn't replace it. He shared his partners for almost a year. He only bought a new one when he had a genuine need for it, not because he thought he should have one. It really comes down to focusing on what you need, not what other people think you should want.
Okay, our last rule, and it's maybe the most powerful filter of them all, the 90-90 rule. It works for pretty much everything. When you're thinking about buying something new, ask yourself, on a scale from 1 to 100, is this a 90 or higher? Do I absolutely love this? If it's not a 90, it's a 0. You just don't buy it. Imagine that. Everything you own would be something you truly, truly value.
And you can apply this exact same logic to your time, which is even more valuable. When an opportunity or an invitation comes along, if your gut reaction isn't heck yes, then it has to be a no. It's that simple. This is how you clear your calendar of all those meh commitments and make room for the stuff you are genuinely fired up about.
So, what's the big takeaway here? Look, the goal isn't to be perfect. It's not about becoming some hardcore, rigid minimalist tomorrow. It's just about being more intentional. And the most important thing is to start small. Just pick one thing. That's how you avoid getting overwhelmed.
Which brings us to the final and most important question. Please don't try to do all 10 of these at once. That's not the point. Just pick one. Which one of these rules really jumped out at you? Was it the 2-minute rule, the box rule? Whatever it was, which rule are you going to try today?